Welcome to Crafty Little Beach. This is Julie. Today I have a Dollar Tree DIY for you.
I found this cute little canvas at Dollar Tree. It says Welcome Spring and it's like a beautiful blue color, which I love for my decor. And so I thought we would take this cheap little canvas and frame it and make it look really cute for spring. Everything just seemed kind of bare, so I really wanted some more spring DIYs to brighten up my house, and I think these turned out great. Now I'm just cutting all the way around the edges with a razor blade just to remove the canvas from the back. The only tricky part is always the corners where it's kind of folded up a little bit. But I know from framing Dollar Tree canvases before that I really only need the front to fit in this Dollar Tree frame. Now, I like this frame. It's a nice size. There's only a couple things I don't like about it. I don't like the hanger. It doesn't hang right. And for some reason, they don't staple the corners down. And so the frame like starts coming apart. And so that's the first thing I always do with these is staple down all the corners so that everything stays put. Now, the other thing I don't really like about this is the wood on the back is really pretty, but the frame wood is like MDF. I wish they would made that pretty too, because I always have to try to disguise it. So here is the front of our Welcome Spring sign. Isn't that image beautiful? I love the color. I'm just going to cut along the crease for the front of the canvas. It's going to get me pretty close to the size of the inside of that frame. Almost fits. So I just have to do a little bit more trimming here to get it to fit down in there. It's almost impossible to get a perfect cut, but you can get pretty close. And I'll show you how to kind of disguise the edges too if you don't get it quite right. Now I'm going to do a rather thick layer of a matte Mod Podge all over the back of my frame because I am gluing down like a heavy canvas and I want it to stay put. And then laying my canvas right inside the frame. And anytime you frame one of these canvases, they just look so much better than if you leave them on their own, I think. So I've got it down. Now I'm going to go over the top of it with more Mod Podge, sealing that down, kind of working in one direction there. And I love this sign. I love the sign so much that I bought two. Maybe by accident. I don't even remember. Now, I told you I didn't really like the frame, so I'm trying a new technique. This is just Dollar Tree paint. I've been trying to test it out for you guys a little bit to see how it is. I noticed it's thin, so this is a very soft pink, and I thought maybe we could distress like the MDF wood frame with the pink, because there's some slight pink flowers on the canvas. And I thought that would go well together. Now, you'll see what happens. Since it is like MDF, like it soaks up all the paint when I dry it. So I do go over it a couple of times and it distressed it. I think it does look way better. I wouldn't necessarily say it looks pink though, but I like it better than it was before. So it's a win. Okay, now the next step in our little welcome spring sign is I want to make a new hanger. So I use the existing hanger to figure out how long I need. I just take some Dollar Tree thin twine, feed it from the back in, and tie it in the front. That's going to make it hang flat against your wall because the hanger that comes with it definitely does not. I also have a couple of Dollar Tree white beads that I'm just going to string on here. It always works a little bit better if you put a little hot glue on the tip of your twine before you start trying to do that. And they have these painted white beads at Dollar Tree now. They are so cute. I'm just going to do two on each side just to provide a little bit more fun to the hanger and tie it off there in front. Now, almost complete with this little bird DIY, but there was just a few more things I wanted to do. I wanted to kind of cover the seam between the frame and the canvas to make it all sealed in there, all my cuts perfect. So I'm going to use the thicker twine from the Dollar Tree, which is pretty fuzzy. So I'm going to go ahead and try to burn some of the fuzzies off before I glue it down because then it would just kind of be impossible. And just starting in one corner, I'm going to glue that down. That little tool that you see me using there, some of you guys have asked about those. I use a couple different ones. They are the little cake decorating tools from the Dollar Tree, and they work great for hot glue, especially when you don't want to burn yourself. I used to use like makeup things, but I think I prefer the cake decorating ones better. So I go all the way around all four sides and glue that down. It's looking pretty cute. As you can tell, most of the paint definitely went into the frame, but it still looks kind of cute. Now I wanted some like tree flowers and I picked up some cherry blossoms from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just gonna snag a couple of those little light pink flowers. They kind of remind me of the flowers on the canvas. And just glue like 3 of them over here in the corner. This one's actually got leaves on it, which is cute. So I'm going to go ahead and find another one with leaves here for the other side, just to kind of balance it out. And I thought that provided another little fun spring detail to this bird DIY. This is kind of a medium-sized sign. You could really hang this anywhere. I think I'm going to be hanging this in my dining room on the side of my kitchen cabinets. I think it'll look really cute there, and I love the colors in it. Isn't it cute? So this is our second little bird DIY today.
And I just love birds for spring. I think it looks so pretty on that blue sky background. Very beautiful, and I like the flowers on there as well. This is how this one turned out.